which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The minutes for our November 2nd meeting have been distributed, and I will entertain a motion for approval as submitted.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion we approve those minutes as submitted.
I'll second that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And opposed? And that motion passes. Presentation of payroll for October 25th through November 7th, and I would move for approval as submitted.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion we approve that payroll as submitted.
Second. I believe I just made the motion and second. Sorry. Commissioner Byers? Second. Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and accounts payable from November 4th through the 16th.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion we approve those account payable vouchers as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve as submitted. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the motion passes. Next order of business is the 2021 holiday schedule amended.
Good morning. When we first presented this on the 19th and distributed it, we did not realize that New Year's Eve on our, actually, New Year's Day on 2022 would be on a Saturday, and the courts wanted to go ahead and find out if we were going to be closed the Friday before New Year's Day or the Monday after, and we decided to go ahead and go with the Friday because the following will be a pay period, and that would cut it kind of short. So we're changing, adding that one holiday, which would actually be a 2022 holiday for December 31st, 2021.
Okay. Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we amend the 2021 holiday schedule as suggested.
We have a motion and a second to approve the schedule change as outlined. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion passes. Stu, good morning.
Good morning. You have fundamentally one piece of business. We will be accepting a maintenance bond in the amount of $57,827.50 from Fairfield Contractors, and accepting the streets that bond is for. In Oak Ridge subdivision, streets we're accepting are Crocus Drive, Daffodil Drive, Gainsborough Drive, Mays Drive, for a total of 2,500 feet, almost a half a mile. These four streets serve a total of 49 lots.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion we approve the maintenance bond as well as the acceptance of the streets as outlined.
We have a motion and a second to approve the maintenance bond and the acceptance of the streets as Stu outlined. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stu. Commissioner Murtaugh.
Yes. The next item is to set a public hearing for a public safety program development and modernization project. This is something that's been we've talked about for a long time, and I think basically started when we did a study at the jail about capacities at the jail, and it was determined that the cost of doing an addition to the Tippecanoe County Jail would obviously be a staggering amount. I think roughly about $35 million to add additional beds there. At the same time we were having that particular study done was when we were right in the heart of the opioid crisis, and we were talking about, as a community, the need to add programming to our facilities. So instead of just housing people in the jail, that we're actually giving folks the needed help that they need to, make changes in their lives to hopefully get them out of the system and get them on the right path to get them some services needed so that they can make their lives a better shape. So with all that being said, we've been having some discussions about exactly what that would look like and what we could afford potentially as a county to provide additional programming space through community corrections, and to provide some additional space even at the jail campus to provide some programming space there at the jail. So what we've worked with the company to kind of to put together a wish list of what might work, and we have come up with a plan that we think might be presentable. And we think actually we're very excited about it. It's very presentable. That obviously is within a budget that fits within the current jail lease bond payment. Those bond payments are set to be paid off next year, and we could do a project such that it would enable an additional building to be built on the jail campus to free up space within the jail, and then an addition itself to the community corrections building. So the purpose of this would be to set a public hearing so we can get some public input on this particular project. That would be a joint meeting with both council and commissioners. It would be on the evening of December the 9th at 6 o'clock. The meeting itself will be held in this room, but may largely have to be virtual due to the COVID crisis. So we will we'll have more information as we get closer to that date, exactly how folks can participate, but it'll likely be offered through Facebook and YouTube as we do most of our meetings now. But I don't know if either of the other two commissioners have anything they want to add in regard to that particular. Was Commissioner Byers?
It's a good idea. I mean, we're aiming in the wrong direction. Let's give people help that just try to prevent us.
I certainly welcome the discussion and moving it forward. Obviously, we know that building and operating bigger jails is very, very expensive, and we should be doing everything that we can to provide services and programming that may amount to a different approach. And we're not the only community in the country looking at programs like this right now, so I applaud the effort and the hard work that's already gone into the process.
Yeah, I would reiterate that. I mean, I don't think that there's probably a county that's not looking at something like this to changing how we're changing how we look at getting folks the necessary treatment that they need. So, and do we need a motion to set a public hearing? Probably couldn't hurt, could it?
It does not hurt.
All right, with that, I'll make a motion. We set that public hearing for December 9th at 6 o'clock in this room.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to set the hearing as outlined by Commissioner Murtaugh. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the motion passes. Looks like we have some change orders for both the Fairgrounds project and the Superior 7 project. Commissioner Murtaugh?
Commissioner Byers, do you want to do those, or do you want me to go through those?
I can go through them. First one, I want to look at the bid. The increase, $300,000 for $18 for 92 cents. This was mainly for a lot of fixing up around the restroom, or fitting here and there, and I'll move it through.
the public able to hear that, okay? I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve that first change order for Big Bend Builders in the amount of $39,518.92. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion passes.
Big Bend Builders, this is what we were able to add the partition to the west wing, which initially did not have that. I mean, reasonable to add this project back in. So I would move that we approve this change order of $95,422.
For those of you who may not have heard, it's to add the partitions into the west wing that's currently under construction, so that it can be divided into separate meeting areas. It had been cut out of the project originally due to cost constraints, and then with the bids coming in lower than expected, it was added back in. Is that fair, Commissioner Byers? Okay. And I'll second that motion.
So we have a motion and a second to approve the second change order for Big Bend Builders as outlined. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion passes.
With FD Paper Company, this is a change order of $14,320. This to add more equipment, and because our bid is doing right, that's equipment. So moved.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second for the change order as outlined. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion passes.
The fourth one is with front kitchen, and this is mainly adding more into the kitchen to go with the kitchen equipment. So I'll move we approve it at an increase of $1,225.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the change order with Tippecanoe Inc. in the amount of $1,275. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion passes. Okay, Commissioner Murtaugh, the last change order.
And then we have one change order from the Superior 7 courtroom project, and it is to add two upper cabinets to the jury room for additional storage space in the order of $1,244 even. And with that, I'll make a motion we approve.
We have a motion and a second to approve the change order with Stoll Woodworks as outlined by Commissioner Murtaugh. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion passes. Good morning, Amber.
I'm here to present our annual contractual services agreement between Purdue University and Tippecanoe County. You should have a copy in front of you for your signature. So this annual contract helps us to provide our extension programming throughout Tippecanoe County and a little bit of the surrounding area and across the state as well. So this includes 4-H youth development, health and human sciences, agriculture and natural resources, and then community development. So our program year actually runs September 1 through August 31st. So this will include COVID. So in the last program year, we were able to deliver over 200 programs serving over 7,400 people. So we appreciate your support, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
And we certainly appreciate your hard work, and I would add that Appendix 1 shows that that the county's cost for that is $226,495.
Correct.
Any questions for Amber?
Mr. President, I'll make a motion we approve the extension services agreement between Purdue University and Tippecanoe County as presented.
We have a motion and a second to approve the extension services agreement as outlined. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Morning, guys. I have several maintenance agreement contracts before you folks with 3 different vendors. One would be Quality Plumbing and Heating out of Kokomo, and those would be to service the AC units, commercial AC units, as well as the commercial boilers in 5 different facilities, in particular Tippecanoe County Office Building, the courthouse, 111 North 4th Street, the Sheriff's Department, Tippecanoe County Community Corrections. Those are 5-year agreements with a slight increase each year of 3%. I'm hoping to lock that in because of the slight increase and keeping those folks on board. The second contract would be with Houston Electric to service our generator for the Tippecanoe County office facility. And then the third one would be Reliable Exterminators, which would be a 3-year contract. And those folks, we're locking those folks in over 3 years possibly. Those folks have not raised our rates for 10, 12 years, so we've been blessed with that. So,
You want to go over the amounts?
Okay, so look, and tell me if I have this correct. So for quality heating and plumbing, the cover sheet says Tippecanoe County Jail, but is it for all 5 of those facilities that you?
there's different floors for each facility.
Okay, so when you say the 2021 annual invoicing of $24,000, that covers all 5 or the jail?
Yes, it covers all the boilers and the AC units per year, and there's a different dollar amount per year.
Okay, and then again, but that's, oh, I see, you've got them broken down
Yes.
by building, okay.
Yes.
All right, do you want me to go through all of those?
It's probably a good idea
Okay.
just to state the amounts.
So for quality plumbing and heating, or heating and plumbing, I should say, the 2021 amount for the jail is $24,004. 2022 amount, $19,782. 2023 amount, $17,724. And 2024 amount is $12,708. 2025 amount is $17,786. And I'm assuming those varying amounts depend on how much equipment they need to.
Yes, they have 8 major pieces of equipment there.
Okay. And then for the 629 building, 2021 amounts $2,610. 2022 amount is $2,654. 2023 amount is $2,663. 2024, $2,688. 2025 is $2,741. For TCOB, this facility, 2021 will be $10,476. 2022, $6,616. 2023, $8,594. 2024, $6,696. And 2025, $8,904. For TCCH, 2021 amount, $7,372. 2022, $5,552. 2023, $7,532. 2024, $5,624. 2025, $7,802. And lastly, community corrections.
That's just a dollar amount on the back page for $7,366. There's two pieces of equipment there.
Okay, $7,366, okay. All right,
And I would add, if we're going to do all of these in one motion, that would be, it's my understanding, that would be contingent upon council reviewing those and the vendors also submitting an executed additional terms and conditions sheet. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, just do it on my review. probably my review will end up requiring an additional terms and conditions. If they're renewals, it might be that there's something already on file, but
Okay, so why don't I go ahead and make a motion that we approve that contract based on review from the attorney for quality heating and plumbing for those 5 facilities?
I'll go ahead and second that motion. We have a motion and a second to approve the quality heating and plumbing contracts as outlined by Commissioner Murtaugh and Tony Dildine. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
All right, and then the Houston Electric, 2021 through 2024 will be $636 per year. I'll make a motion, we approve that maintenance contract with Houston Electric once approved by Councilor Masson.
Did we get a second from Commissioner Murtaugh? Or Byers?
Yes.
We have a motion and a second for approval of the Houston Electric contract as outlined. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
And lastly, we have with Reliable Exterminators for the courthouse annex, the Tippecanoe County Courthouse, the Tippecanoe County 629 building, and this facility. And the courthouse annex is $900. Courthouse is $1,020. The 629 building is $540, and this building is $540. With that, I'll make a motion, we approve that contract with Reliable Exterminators on the condition of approval through, or blessings from Councilor Masson.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval of the Reliable Exterminators contract. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion passes. Okay, reports on file from the Tippecanoe County Building Commission, from the Tippecanoe County Public Library, and from the Area 4 Public Transportation of Tippecanoe County, and also our low-cost spay and neuter clinic. Those will all be available in the Commissioner's office immediately following this meeting. Do we have any unfinished or new business to be brought before the board?
I don't have any.
Public comment? Anything, Ken?
I think he said meetings is a June meeting.
Are we good?